It is high noon on June 15, 2010, and the Tuesday edition of the Daily Journal is upon the streets. Mike Frey here with Dennis Yohnka. And Dennis, last evening the Dwight Village Board met, and they're considering an ordinance there which would require storm shelters in the locations of 3 mobile home parks there in town. You wrote about some storm shelters, kind of thing in your column.
His dad was he was ahead of his time, thinking of putting a storm shelter between our house and our grandparents' house because we didn't have basements. And he really thought that was important. I thought it was important as a nice place to go float a boat because it leaked a little water and we pretended to have little naval wars down there. It's probably a pretty bad situation, but we could have gone there in a storm. And these people in trailer parks, man, what do they do?
Hopefully the storm shelter to go to seems like a good idea. I don't know how feasible it is, but it seems on the surface to be a good idea. So more on that. They may vote on June 28 as to whether or not they're going to do that. Also, Dennis, you played the visit to the King Middle School gym yesterday, where the well-known coach Denny Lanus, the Hall of Fame basketball coach, was running the High Point Summer Basketball Camp. But it's just not basketball, is it?
Oh no, basketball. He admits that's just the hook. What Lanus has put together is a program for 4th, 5th, and 6th graders to come over. It's $10 for a week. They get breakfast, they get lunch, they get a basketball, they get a T-shirt, they get to go to a Soldiers game, and they get a few of life's lessons along the way.
Math and reading, I think I heard.
Math and reading and your life. You know, Lanus will do things like he'll be talking to the group and he'll say, "Now you're looking over it. Look at me. It pays to look a man in the eye when he's talking to you. That doesn't count for just me. It counts for your teachers, everybody, your parents." So it's all about lessons that they're going to use for their whole life.
That sounds very valuable and outstanding. Of course, they're inside to play basketball. When you step outside, what kind of weather are you going to have? We've had some rain around in the last few days. We're getting more?
I think we're getting more.
Okay, let's go to Tyler Yonke and find out.
Hey, this is Tyler Yonke with your Accuweather forecast. Today we'll have a high of 82 and a low of 63, sun and clouds with some thunderstorms. Tomorrow a high of 86, a low of 59, and partly sunny skies. And Thursday we'll have a high of 90 and a low of 69, and it'll be mostly hot and sunny throughout the day. I'm Tyler Yonke. Let's kick it back to the guys in the newsroom.
Dennis, we are back, and another story you wrote for the paper today involves the O'Connor family and their tour bus, which went from being a Rascal Flatts tour bus to a Chicago Blackhawks tour bus, and this proved fortuitous for them, at least for a moment last
And so
weekend.
professional, isn't it?
I've seen it. It looks impressive.
You'll see that picture, and what happens is that Ron and Jamie, brothers, love the Hawks, love them. And their dad, Jerry, was in a kind of a bus brokering kind of a business for a while, and he decided to keep that Rascal Flatts bus. And well, Jamie's kind of an artistic guy with computer graphics and vinyl wraps. And if you ever see the trailers that he does around town, you'll recognize them. They're just total wraps of cool vinyl lettering and stuff. Well, he put this Hawks bus together. It looked so professional. They put it on in the staging area for the Hawks rally. And everybody there thought it was part of the parade.
I heard that. So the cops just kind of waved them through when they were coming through. Oh man, that's something else.
So they're right there in the staging area partying with everybody.
And then they got found out, huh?
And then they got found out. We don't really have a bus like that. And so they got found out in time to drive up and be part of the rally. Ron even drove it to a Cub game. He said, "Oh man, the people think it's great, boy, when they see you drive up."
Well, they can keep that bus the way it is, and for a full year now, because the Hawks will be champions.
That's
for
right.
A full
they
year.
don't think they'll leave that wrap on it. Okay.
Well, you have just seen the news at noon, and to subscribe to the Daily Journal, you can do so by calling 815-937-3322. You can also pick up the newspaper at the newsstands.
And you know, I won't be here to be with you in the news in the coming weeks. I'm going to be in Africa.
I know you are.
And I'm going to be your World Cup representative over there.
Okay.
I have no idea what soccer's about, but I'll be your representative.
You're about to find out.
So, I'll be gone, but that doesn't mean that you can stop being classy. I'm sure Caleb would insist, so you do just that.
Good.
I had to get that if my son was going to watch it. My son says, "We got to watch the games." He says, you'll probably start getting into it because they go nuts. Are you about to say 5 minutes of silence, please? 5 minutes while we do the news?
Total silence.
I will have access.
Silence number 2 and 3 and 4.